Hey, Mark, how's it
Right.
going?
Good, you?
Good. The heat wave has started to abate a little bit.
Yeah, I wish we'd be back. I kind of like this weather. I mean,
It's raining though.
I know it started right here. I'm looking outside, but it was kind of clearing up a little bit. But I got out for a nice paddle. That yesterday about 4:30, sun started to come out. Winds were nice and calm. See you later. I wore my strongest paddles of the year in the heat, and I thought, I'm going to, I'm just going to a rinky dink paddle. I thought, right? And I've gotten so strong physically in the last, 3 or 4 months working out hard. I'm zipping by Johnson's Beach. I'm not trying to, press anybody to go fast. It's just I'm strong on the board this year more than ever. And these guys going, holy shit, you're just flying. And they wanted me to catch some kind of ball or frisbee. So I can't catch this. There's a bit of a weight going on, but
Mm-hmm.
at my at my watch, I went, holy cow, I'm in the 140 range of my heart rate. And I didn't realize how fast I was going, clipping it good. So I had a great paddle. Oh my God. Went to Johnson's Beach, had a swim. I love it.
I
Love
know
it.
it's nice. It's nice right now with everybody's down at the waterfront, eh?
It's jammed. It's jammed. The beaches. And then Wednesday night we were at for paddle with Brent's group, and you saw windsurfers out there. You saw sea-doos, sailboats, motorboats, guys on foiling. Like it was busy. Everybody was on the water on Wednesday night.
Yeah.
It was such a nice night. Anyway, so give us a little breakdown what we're going to chat about, and then we'll show some things and chat more.
I saw something today on Instagram which brought to mind that we should explain and kind of help people with this. You know, when you get those letters in your mail or people leave them on the door, I found one for us so we can share it. And it's about people trying to buy your home for cash without listing it. So that's
Yeah,
what we're going to talk about.
can read the letter.
I'm interested in buying your house. I can pay you cash for your house as is. You don't have to repair it or even clean it up. You pay me no commissions and I can pay typical closing costs. There's no obligation. So call me if you're interested in a no hassle cash sale.
Yeah. That to me is again from us being in the business and know what this is all about to the general public, they'll think, oh, this is great. This guy's stealing your house. I don't care what he says, right? If people are here's my recommendation, Dan. If people are in that position, say, oh my God, we can just get out right now, get a real estate agent in there to do some kind of proper evaluation because we know this team is not going to provide a proper valuation. And we've seen this way too many times. That's my thought.
Well, and what I want to explain to people, because I was a member of this group for a while, there's a wholesaler group, there's wholesalers out there.
Yeah, there is.
So they have people in their little group, and what they do is they buy these go in, they buy these houses for cash.
Mhm.
Often these people are embarrassed to have their house listed. The house is a mess inside and they don't have the effort or the money to clean it.
Yep.
So what they do is they buy it from you for 400, then they put it to their wholesale market group for 450.
Yep. Yep. Yeah. And they probably, let me ask you, they probably put an assignment clause on the deal so they can assign it to their friends.
Yes.
Right.
So
So,
I've got these emails from this wholesale group saying, great opportunity, buy this house for this much. Some of them were in Lefroy,
yep. Yeah.
Innisfil. So
Mhm.
what they've done is they've gone and knocked on somebody's door.
Yep.
The person got suckered into it,
Mhm.
sold it to them way below value, and then they're just doing a flip, make money. They don't actually even, most of them don't even fix the house or nothing. They sell it to somebody else.
That's right. Yep. Let them fix it. They take a nice 10% return on just getting the lead, no money out. Nice way to make 50 grand. Sign me up. But the end user, that homeowner who's not educated about that ends up losing because the home's probably worth 550, it could be worth six.
Yes.
And
And
that's
another thing I think we need to tell people, if you are in a situation where your house is a disaster inside, I mean, I've had people in my own family with issues where, no money, haven't been able to do anything for 40 years, house inside is awful.
Mhm.
Um, You don't have to take pictures of it, Mark. You don't have to put it all over realtor.ca and spread it all over there. If you're not comfortable with that, then we don't have to do it.
Yeah, and don't be embarrassed too, because we've seen everything. We've seen everything under the sun. So some houses are really done up, presented well, et cetera, nice upgrades. But you know what? Majority of them aren't. Just, there's buyers out there that, expect, yes, they like the upgrades, but you end up paying for that too. There's a lot of older homes in our community that are 25 years old and up that are outdated, right? That need countertops or needs updated paint or updated light fixtures. But, I don't think it's an embarrassing point. That's just the reality.
Well,
Right?
and if you
Just wait, Ted.
like, even right now, there's a couple I showed you, the one I just showed you today, there's no interior pictures. So we
Right.
already know that it's rough. Like, we know it's bad. And as agents, we see that all the time.
Hey, Gracie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If
you-
something is too far gone, where market just doesn't need paint and light. When it's like, you say it was tenanted, everything's broken, everything's wrecked, and you have no money to fix it, or you've been living on a tight budget for 15 years and you don't have the money to do the roof. You didn't have the money to change the windows. Like, yes, you're going to have to sell it at a discounted price, but it's still going to be a lot more than a wholesaler is going to give you.
100%. 100%. And folks, just keep that in mind, right? And if you get those letters, hey, I'm not saying call us. I'm just saying get an educated representative in there to give a proper valuation, right? Because I really believe these folks aren't given the proper evaluations at all.
Well, and you know what the worst is, Mark? Statistically, the most people that got roped into this is senior citizens.
Right. I know. They don't know any better. Oh, this is great. They think someone handwritten that. Yeah, it's handwritten and it's been fabricated onto a nice glossy piece of paper and it's mailed out to everybody. I used to get them all the time in my community mailbox, right? We see them all the time.
I still get them all the time in mine.
Right. So
Well, Kyle gets them put right in his door.
yeah, so you got people, leafleting in the area, right? That's normal, but I think people, the elderly who don't know any better, or just think, oh, haven't sold or bought a home in 50, 60 years or whatever, don't understand the process anymore. Oh God, you can buy it as is. Oh God. And most of them won't even know the valuation of their home.
No. And a lot of these guys even offer to take away their garbage.
Well, they do anything they can do to make it work, but there's a realtor in the US, North Carolina, called Mark Swain, and he's huge. He offers this service where, similar to that, buy your home any size or shape, no closing costs, fair offer, but you don't know, he's busy. Commercials all the time. No different than what this group's doing, right? He's gonna, and he's got the money to pay for it, but then he's just going to fix it up, put some paint on it, put it back in his market and make some money. Like
At least he's flipping it himself. These people that are leaving the notes, they're not even going to buy it in the end.
they're pitching it to a group.
They're pitching it to a group.
Yep.
And they're just making a quick. Sometimes I was told they only make 15, 20 grand.
Well, 15, 20 grand, it's not a bad little payday to get a lead. Imagine you get 5 of those in a month. 100 grand.
And you're not doing anything. It's only the paperwork you're shuffling.
You're just meeting them, have a conversation and saying, hey, sign here. And once you got the contract, or if someone is going through this, here's a better point too. I just thought if someone is going through this, bring it to a lawyer. Bring it to a lawyer that, because the contract's going to be drawn up by him. Tell him that you want a cooling off period or something, that you want a few days to get your lawyer to, view this. There's another point. Lawyer's going to tell you.
So I had a contractor try to do this and buy it for cash.
Yep.
And the old lady took the agreement to the lawyer and the lawyer wouldn't let her sell it to him.
Right.
She backed out, even though she had already signed it. She backed it. The lawyer got her to back out.
It's good. That's what people should be doing, right? Because you and I both know you get a contract in play. Right. And some of these guys, they're not going to fight this agreement, right? It's not between a buyer and seller. This guy's just going to walk away from it and say, whatever, you're not going to fall through the agreement. Okay, move on.
Well, and they're taking old people, they're taking advantage of old people that don't know really any better at this point because they haven't done anything in this kind of market for years, right?
Well, you know, and even, you know, going to some listing appointments over the years too, with an older demographic, they have no idea what their home's worth. They kind of go at, oh, we think it's worth 5. 5? Let me show you what it's worth. Worth 9. 5 from? They don't know.
No, I know.
So there's where, you know, that's why it's so important to work with people that are professionals and upfront and honest, right? To give proper valuations instead of just, you know, like these, you know, group. Again, everybody needs to make a buck, but I don't know, do it the right way is my philosophy. Not, to me, that's.
And don't take advantage of old people who
No.
this is the rest of their money for the rest of their life. This is it.
That's right. No, I agree too. It's important. Anything else on those you want to chat about?
No, that's it.
No, I think it's
Beware
good.
of the scammers. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, just be careful. Just really take your time and, you know they're out there, because how many spam phone calls do people get I get probably 5 or 10 a month. Oh, CRA calling, you've been flagged for overdue this, or your Visa card's been charged $1,000 at eBay, and it's all scams. Everyone's trying to scam everybody today.
They are.
Scammers. Okay, give the information a like, share, and follow for more information. Any questions on the Barrie Real Estate Simcoe market, give us a call. See ya.
Perfect.
Have a good weekend.
See ya.
Ciao.